I didn't know anything about marketing or selling or business 30 years ago. I wasn't trained that way. I wanted to write novels. I wanted to write plays, and I did write both. But what I had to do was learn how to think about opportunities, because opportunities are everywhere. Entrepreneurs hear, see, feel, taste opportunities. For example, whenever you hear yourself complain about something, or you hear somebody else complain about something, that's an opportunity for you to create a product or service to solve that complaint. People that are entrepreneurs see that and hear that and take action on that.
One of the principles that I got from Joe that's very important is that he takes action. If he has an idea that he gets inspired by, if he has an idea that he knows gets him lit up and has the possibility of making some money, he wants to get it right away. He wants to get production started. Let's get the product out and sell it. Money like speed. Another thing with Joe is that he has a little pad, a notepad that he carries, and he taught me, I never even knew these existed. They're called mole notebooks, little mole pads, and he takes them out, and as soon as he hears an idea, that pad is open and he starts writing it down. And he starts to take action on it. So another idea that Joe has given me about making money is to document these ideas, to write them down so that they're there, and then go through it and start to send it out, start to put feelers out into the universe, into life with other people to say, does this idea have legs, or is this idea something that you're going to put on hold for a little bit and maybe go in another direction with somebody else?
I came upon Joe Vitale and his works. So I read The Attractor Factor and gave it to my wife to read, and it was due to that book that has caused me to reevaluate what I was doing. I left my job in the corporate world and I decided to pursue my passion. I wanted to attract what I felt like was my calling in life, which is fitness. And so in 2006, I started using some of Joe's techniques that I learned in terms of internet marketing and attracting those people and those resources into my life to create multiple streams of income in the fitness industry.
So you have to train yourself to think like an entrepreneur, but my book helps you do that. And I have a coaching program, and there's lots of other ways to do this. What I'm trying to do here is give you stuff that you can take to the bank.
So what I would encourage you to do is, number one, investigate, check out, look into Joe's products, look into his books, The Attractor Factor, check out the movie The Secret, and by thinking in terms of applying his methods and choosing to go down the road that you were meant to go down to, whatever your passion is, you will have an amazing discovery, and that is that all of a sudden opportunities will start coming your way. You'll start thinking in terms of, geez, I can create products right here from my home, right here off of my home computer, whether it be an ebook or a DVD or some sort of seminar. The opportunities are really unlimited.
So what is my life like now that I've been working with Joe Vitale's technologies for 4 or 5 years? The difference is amazing.
I have now basically created the life that I've always dreamed of.
The beautiful thing is this is translating out into my entire extended family. Everybody is showing up with more wealth and more abundance in all of their lives.
I can travel anywhere at any time. I can do whatever I enjoy doing for as long as I want, whenever I want, with whomever I want, and it's truly a magical existence for me now.
The income, just the raw money that I've learned to attract, dwarfs my previous income dramatically. The cool thing about that is the income comes almost effortlessly. I find myself working maybe 2 hours a day. Betsy and I are living in a very nice 2-story house on the golf course outside of Wimberley. Instead of driving around in a truck with 250,000 miles on it, we've got a new Volvo and a nice truck. We take vacations whenever we want to.
You apply the 7 steps. You start today, and you start by reading my book, which you can have access to for nothing. I'm taking away all your excuses. Go and do this, and tomorrow is going to be sunnier. It's going to be brighter, and it's going to be wealthier because you're going to begin to attract money now.
My first book was The Absolute Beginner's Guide to Internet Wealth, which has been a tremendous lead generator and list builder for me, and it's also sold fairly well on Amazon.com. And that was the warm-up. A couple of years ago, the largest nonfiction publisher on the planet heard about my story and asked me if I'd write a book about that. So I wrote Your Portable Empire, How to Make Money Anywhere Doing What You Love. And there must have been a thirst in the market for that because it became the best-selling business book in the country. It's about clarity. It's about being able to use my mind.
So once I became comfortable with using the law of attraction, I realized that it happened to me naturally, all the time.
And again, it's the same mind I've always had. And it's the same, I still got the same degrees, the same experiences. But there's something about Joe's technologies that I've learned from his books that allow me to focus, become clear, and just do the next right thing. And over time, that's generated a tremendous business for me.
And this came from a lot of practice, but it became pretty ingrained in me, and it's part of my daily life now. It feels like it flows through me, and even when I have an obstacle arise, which always happens to everybody at some point in their day, and maybe several times in the day.
And I can't say enough about how awesome it is to be witness to that, to have these techniques and this methodology applied all around me so that we're all experiencing this wealth and abundance.
This life that I've created, it's open to anybody out there. Anybody who has a passion or a desire that they would like to follow in life.
But I look at this as I look at everything else, and that is, it's an opportunity to attract what it is I want into my life. It is conscious creation, and this is something that I learned from Joe and his law of attraction principles, is that you consciously create. And when you come to the point that you feel this flow through you, this interaction with the universe really is what it is. It just moves through you, and you realize that you are consciously creating your life, and that everyone can consciously create their own lives.
Go get my book. Go read the book online, www.attractmoneynow.com. Go buy the hardcover if you prefer, attractmoneynowbook.com. But whatever it takes, whatever you're thinking right now, take action. Take positive action that is in your favor, that is nourishing you. You owe it to yourself. You deserve success. You are lovable. You are wonderful. You are going to be prosperous. Change your mind, take action, and expect miracles.
The preceding was a paid advertisement for Dr. Joe Vitale's Attract Money Now book, brought to you by Hypnotic Marketing Incorporated.